My name is Joshua Graham. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I'm a fourth semester in the student practicum here at Highlands College. One piece of art, something that I consider art, is actually not a single visual or a single audio. It's a whole piece. The entire video game of Dark Souls 3 is something that I immediately thought of when I read this prompt. And I think that for a few reasons. I'm going to play for you the theme song to this game, and it is extremely powerful, especially if you were like me and have spent hours playing this game. This is the main theme song, and whenever I hear it, I immediately get an emotional response, which I think is the entire point of art. There's one song in particular that I think gets the most emotional response, and it is the Nameless King by all of these songs. And the entire game actually was made by a Japanese company and Japanese people, so I can't pronounce any of them. But the song is called The Nameless King, and I spent an hour and a half trying to beat this one boss. It's called The Nameless King. So whenever I hear this song, it fills me with like adrenaline and anxiety, and I actually wake up to it sometimes because I can't go back to sleep whenever I hear it. And if you listen to it for just a second, you'll notice a few things. You'll notice that it is very fast, that it is very aggressive, and what's really cool is that the movement of the boss in the game is actually synced with the time signature of the song, and it's like that with every boss. And I think this is really powerful, and the entire point of art is to elicit an emotional response. And this game, which took me 75 hours to beat, elicits an emotional response from me, whether it's art, whether it's like fan art or concept art or the soundtrack to the game. And there's 32 different songs in this game. It's something that I think is very powerful if you spend enough time engaged in. One thing that I do not, however, consider art is something like this. This is a wheel, giant wheel. Yeah, you can find it in downtown Seattle. It's by the Pop Culture Museum. It's the most useless thing I've ever seen in my life. I do not consider it art. It's giant and ugly. Not even like, it's my opinion that it's ugly. It's a wheel. It's like a wheel. It has no purpose. It will not get more valuable as time goes on. Which I think art has to do in order for it to be considered real art. And if you take the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack, which I was playing for you earlier, the song was made in 2011, so it was 10 years ago, and the songs are still very, very good, and the game is still very, very good. I played it for the first time over the summer. The game is excellent. But something like that wheel will not get better with age. It will just sit there and rust and eventually be thrown away, and that's why I don't consider it public art. I guess you could say I don't understand it, but I would just say it's not something that it's not art. I'm sorry, it's just not. Yeah, that's what I have to say.